animals on
During
board.
this video segment, I will show you the integration that exists between our lesson planner and Renweb itself. However, before I do that, I want to talk a bit more about the difference between the Renweb lesson planner, which is part of the Renweb student management system, and the Curriculum Trak lesson planner, which is part of Curriculum Trak. The lesson planner within Renweb is included as their base fee and is a very simple and easy to use lesson planning tool. So if your primary purpose is to help teachers just organize which lesson is taught when, and to maybe communicate back with parents about homework and assignments, you may want to consider just using Renweb's lesson planner. Whereas Curriculum Trak's lesson planner is much more robust. It allows you to create a lesson, attach it to a unit, and pull the unit content down into your lesson. So in other words, if you have your benchmarks attached to a unit, you can specify which benchmarks I'm going to address in this daily lesson. It also allows you to teach directly from it itself. You can put in lots of detail in your lesson plan, so you can actually use your mobile phone or an iPad or your computer or print out a hard copy of your actual lesson plan and teach from it, because it can have all the details for your daily lesson built right within it. It also has some really nice tools for moving lessons around, carrying them over from year to year. And the final thing that I want to mention is the reporting feature within the Curriculum Trak lesson planner is fairly robust. It allows administrators and teachers to see progress with their lesson plans, be able to look at lesson plans from all different views, and see the lesson plans of multiple teachers simultaneously. One thing also to mention about the Curriculum Trak lesson planner is there is an extra fee for that. It's fairly inexpensive, but there is a fee. So if you go to curriculumtrak.com, go to features, go to lesson planner, scroll down, notice, for instance, if you're a school with 350 kids, it would cost you $300 a year to use this tool. We've made it very affordable that way. If not all your teachers want to use it, it's still very affordable for a school. So let's go to Victory Christian School, and what I'd like to do is show you a little bit about the lesson planner. And as far as adding in lesson plans itself, teachers have their own lessons database. And so I'm logged in as Jennifer Miller, and I can go to Math 2. And notice she has, these are the lessons currently attached to this unit within Curriculum Trak. But if I want to click all, this will show all of her math lessons for the entire year. Now obviously this didn't happen overnight, but the nice thing is once you develop your database of all your lessons, they become available to you year after year. And it becomes very easy to attach it to the new year. As far as adding in a brand new lesson, you click Add Lesson, and if you choose the unit you want to attach that lesson to, you can specify the dates. These are the benchmarks that are attached to this unit. So if these are the benchmarks that are going to be attached, are taught in this unit on addition facts, maybe I'm going to be addressing this individual benchmark just today in this lesson. It also brings down your unit attachments, so if I want to actually use this particular attachment on this daily lesson, I can do that, and so forth. And then you can also put in all your content for the lesson itself. These fields here are defined in the lesson plan template that you as a school can decide on, or maybe individual school buildings and such, and you can put in lots of detail in your lessons. So if we go back to Jennifer Miller's lessons database, obviously we need to choose a class. Obviously she's put a lot of work into this. Ours also has a weekly planner that's very, very consistent with what you're used to seeing with a weekly planner. With the old traditional lesson plan book that has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday across the top, and then all the different class sections on the left side, and notice you can put in those lessons. So I can see what's being taught during each of these lessons. Looks like on this day I put in a note that there was no lesson taught. So that's kind of a nice planning tool to see what's being taught when. But we also have some really nice tools like this daily view. So if I'm going to go ahead and let's go to the 21st, it would list all my class sections and what I'm teaching in those, and it has all the information here, so it becomes very easy for me to teach from this. If teachers want to teach from their mobile phone, as an example, I can make this much smaller to simulate what it might look like on a mobile phone. So let's go here again and go to the weekly planner, or the daily view, I should say. And let's go to the 21st, pull that up, and it would show all the different class sections. Right now I only have one in here, but it would show all those. And a teacher can click on that caret to expand and contract and see all the information about the lesson. Notice here's my attachments that I could open, a video that I'm going to use, and so forth. So it's all right within here. And as I mentioned, there's some pretty robust reporting going on, some admin tools that allow administrators to see multiple weekly planners for all their teachers at the same time just by moving from teacher to teacher and so forth. Oops, I better make this a little bit smaller for you so you can see it on the video. So now what I want to do though is I want to show you how this integrates with Renweb itself. So to do that, I'm going to leave Victory Christian School and go into another school. I'm going to go into a school called Renweb Integration. So I know, not very original, but so let's go to the weekly planner for this particular teacher. And it doesn't look like there's anything in here right now. So let's attach some lessons. So let's say that Spanish culture is going to be taught regions around the world. Let's add that lesson in. Oops. Oh, it's saying that these dates haven't been defined for this school. So let's go ahead. And basically what that's saying is the school year hasn't started yet for this school. So that's okay. Let's go here again and go to the weekly planner. So let's go to next week. Let's say our classes are going to start on the 21st. And I can click this to attach lessons. So on Monday, we're going to teach Spanish cultures. And let's say that that's a 2-day lesson. So we'll add that to those 2 days. And what other lessons? We'll add that lesson as well. And so now if I click go back, notice it has those lessons added in. If I wanted to, maybe I don't want to show all this detail, we'll just put just the titles in here themselves. So what's going to happen then is tonight, these lessons are going to push into Renweb. However, and by the way, that takes place every night as long as you have your courses synced up with Renweb. And it looks like I do have this synced with Renweb. If I want to turn that sync off, I can do that. But that will happen tonight. I don't want to wait until then, so I'm going to click sync now. And what that just did is it pushed that content from Curriculum Trak into Renweb. So I'm logged in right now to Parents Web for this fictitious school. So let's go to my classes and let's go to this 2nd grade Spanish and we can look at the lesson plans and let's go to next week. And notice that it pulled in Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday the content that I have entered in, as well as the links and so forth. Likewise, if you have homework and assignments, it would pull that information in. It doesn't look like I actually had assignments pulled in, but that would pull in here as well. And basically, what you can do within here is, let's go back to the lessons again, lessons database. And let's just click edit by one of these lessons. You can specify out of these fields exactly which lessons you want to sync with Renweb. And basically it becomes an administrative function then, and we have another video that shows this in greater detail, but it becomes an administrative function in the setup, manage templates, here's our lesson plan fields, and for each of, oops, I did the unit plan fields, whoops. Let's go to the lesson plan fields. For each of these fields, you can specify what it's going to attach to within Renweb.